Good morning, children. I am back with your civics third chapter, fourth part. Today we will see the second point, that is to control, guide and inform the government. Children, the parliament while in session begins with a question hour. You must have seen in Doordarshan or television that how the parliament houses, there is always a chairperson or the speaker, right, who keeps on answering the questions who the member of parliament are questioning, and the speaker gives a answer, right. So the question asked is an important mechanism through which MPs, that is a member of parliament, can elicit information, means evoke or draw out the information about the working of the government. Means any questions, any problem, any queries if they are having, they can raise their questions in front of this parliament, that is either it is a speaker or a what you can say, member of a parliament who is a vice president also. This is a very important way through which a parliament controls the executive. Now, by asking questions, the government is altered to its shortcomings. Now, see, these are the questions here. They ask questions on whose behalf? On behalf of our behalf. These member of parliament, they keep on asking questions. These questions are related to us. Right, we are as a common people whom we have voted, whom we have selected. Now they, as we have made them representative from our side, that is why we have voted them, right. So they ask questions related which is related to us and which are for our welfare, right. Now by asking questions, the government is altered to its shortcomings and also comes to know the opinion of the people through their representatives in the parliament. Now we give the questions and the problems which we have, means these are the representatives who are going in the presenting our questions in the parliament, right. These member of parliament are in short our representatives who works on behalf of the people, common people, right, that is the MPs. Now, asking questions of the government is a crucial task for every MP. It is not so easy as ways, that is, if there is some question and they will keep on asking. It is not so easy because there are n number of people sitting in parliament and they are well versed and they also have a certain issues. That is, so it is not so easy. For example, if I make you stand in front of the 100 students or what you can say, all the school, in front of whole school students, and I asked you to speak something, make you stand in front of a whole school. Yes, so in front of the whole school, it is not so easy that you are not even able to greet them, or you are not able to speak at least one full sentence. Maybe you had a stage fear, but if you are confident and you are used to, then it is okay. But for the first time, if you are standing in front of the so many students, you are not able to share the platform, you are not able to utter a word. So it is very difficult. Similarly, here also it is very difficult for any member of parliament to question in front of so many other member of parliament. Right. So the opposition parties plays a crucial role in the healthy functioning of a democracy. They highlight drawbacks in the various policies and programs of the government and mobilize popular support for their own policies. They highlight the drawbacks. Yes, whatever the drawbacks were there which a previous policy was having, they will find out the drawbacks. Now this policy which was been framed previously was not good, it was not well worth, it was not good for the people, it was not taken care of welfare of the people. So these and that they keep on asking. They mainly highlight on those previous policies and programs which or projects which are being launched by the previous government, and they try to mobilize and popular support from their own policies. They wanted to implement their own policies in front of the this new party or new form of a government. So that is always been the opposition party always do this thing. That is a critical, though they have a critical role. Whatever the ruling party they are doing, they have always an opposition. They have always a view of difference, right? Their opinion is different from the ruling party, right? So the government gets valuable feedback and is kept on its toes by the questions asked by the MPs. In addition, in all matters dealing with finance, the parliament approval is crucial for the government. This is one of the several ways in which the parliament controls, guides and informs the government. The MPs are representatives of the people, have a central role in controlling, guiding and informing parliament, and this is a key aspect of functioning of Indian democracy. Right? By this we end up our this lecture. See you soon in our last session of this chapter. Thank you. Have a nice day, and at least keep watching the videos so that you can go through it and read your textbook very well. Thank you. Have a nice day.